Following are instructions for the 8-band weave design puzzle ring. The 8-band weave design has 4 inside bands, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 outside bands, 1, 2, 3, 4. I always recommend to everybody, before you take your puzzle ring apart, study it to help you understand the placement of each of the bands. I will now take the ring apart and help you identify which of the bands are which when the ring is apart. The easiest bands to start with are the outside bands. These bands, all 4 of them, have a nice curve in them, so you can see it's nice and curved. The 4 inside bands look essentially the same as each other, except there's one difference. The topmost band, they're smooth. Then you have these other 2 bands which have a small dimple right in the center. The first step when working with this puzzle ring is to get the 4 outside bands and put them into the shape so that each of the curves are pointing out. So you can see this curve points to the right and this curve points to the left. I then drop these bands and I'm going to work with the 4 topmost bands. The trick with this 8-band puzzle ring is you're going to treat each of these pairs of bands as if it was one single band. So what I do is I always put the smooth bands on my left and the dimpled bands on my right because I'm right-handed. I turn the ring so it's face down. I take the 2 dimpled bands which are in my right hand, I turn them clockwise and rest them right into the smooth band. So you can see what happens. Those 4 bands have now created a figure 8 and have trapped the 4 outside bands. Our next step is to identify which is the outermost band. To do this, I need to either look at the curve or count the number of dimples. It's a tricky step with the 8-band weave design because it's a very small difference. I look at this band and it looks like I can count 1 and 2 dimples, and then I look at this band and it looks like I can count 1, 2, and 3 dimples. The other thing is it also looks like this one's a wider curve. So I'm going to start with this one, which has the most dimples or is the widest curve. I turn the ring so it's face down. I take that outermost band, make sure it's on top of the other bands, turn it inside of the figure 8, and fold it down. I rotate the band because I'm always more comfortable working with my right hand. I take the outermost band again, make sure it's on top of the other bands. It's important to make sure it's on top of the other bands because if I don't put it there, the puzzle won't go together. I feed it into the figure 8 and fold it down. I then rotate the ring again, take the outermost band, make sure it's on top of the other band, rotate it into the figure 8, and fold it down. Again, I'm rotating it around, always working with the band in my right hand. My last band, fold it into the figure 8, and fold it down. And there you have the 8-band weave design puzzle ring.